All organizations face competition, evolving industry dynamics, and changing customer loyalties, regardless of whether the business is in its startup phase or has been operational for many years. This reinforces the fact of how crucial it is to constantly assess and track the progress made by the organization in question. However, the factors or milestones that are addressed play an important role in answering the question of whether it has been successful or not. The first element to focus on are the financial statistics of the business's performance, which may include, but not limited to, the profit and loss account to measure the net profit or profit margin, the sales revenue or break-even point, which indicates how much money is being generated by its sales, and then the employee and/or facility size, which shows the overall size of the organization and potentially how it has grown over time. The main function of these financial statements is to provide information that will enable users to evaluate the financial performance and financial position of the company. From the equity shareholder's point of view, financial performance is usually equated with the profit available for distribution as dividends or the earnings per share. The second element is based around customer satisfaction. If customers aren't satisfied after buying from the business, they probably won't do it again. A growing customer base means the organization is meeting target audience needs and therefore creating happy customers who are more likely to recommend the product or service to others. The third and final factor relates to the timings of a product's life cycle and whether it may be categorized as a dying trend. If the business has been operational for an extended period of time and continues to thrive based on the product or services it makes available, it therefore shows that the business has been successful. This is particularly the case for startups, where 42% of startup businesses fail because there is no market need for their services or products. Additionally, if the business has possibilities for growth to other areas or different markets based on what they have already achieved, this indicates that it will most likely continue to grow and be successful. An example of an organization that has proven to be extremely successful by demonstrating these values is Gymshark, a fitness apparel brand based in United Kingdom. This business was founded in 2012 by a 19-year-old student, Ben Francis. Since then, Gymshark has become one of the fastest growing companies in the world, where during the year ending July 2020, Gymshark generated a turnover of approximately £261 million. But exactly how did this come to be? Well, it was mainly due to Gymshark's marketing strategy, which proved to be one of the best ways of getting customers to buy from your business. Firstly, Gymshark targeted a niche market. Ben Francis spotted a gap in the sportswear market back in 2012. This was namely a lack of both affordable and desirable workout gear for young gym goers. At the time, fitness brands were generally targeting older consumers with clothes that one would consider baggy, or alternatively, high-end and expensive fitness clothes that were purely designed to be functional instead of fashionable. Gymshark solved this issue by offering workout gear that is affordable and fashionable for a younger target audience, yet will also be able to cope with the physical demands that workout gear is often required of. Secondly, Gymshark focused on influencer marketing and engages in its brand community. Today, despite the market being highly saturated, influencer marketing is gaining in popularity. According to new research, 49% of consumers depend on influencer recommendations, and 40% have made purchases due to influencer posts on Twitter, YouTube, or Instagram. Gymshark has a fundamental understanding of its target. These consumers don't just want to work out, but also want to look good while doing it. They want functional gym clothes that look good, feel great, and perform well. Gymshark based their growth around social media and brand strategy to leverage the power of its community. They were one of the first clothing brands to start working with Instagram and YouTube influencers and transform them into their ambassadors. Each of these ambassadors has hundreds and thousands of followers on many social media channels, which naturally brings Gymshark a decent number of fans. Thirdly, Gymshark utilized the Black Friday sale in a very strategic manner. For many retailers, Black Friday, the day after American Thanksgiving, is hugely beneficial, and according to Sales Cycle, 2019's Black Friday online sales reached $7.4 billion, up from 2018's $6.2 billion record. Instead of running sales or deals, Gymshark prefers to sell affordable athletic wear that comes in a variety of pastel colors. For a regular gym goer or athlete, these offerings were a steal. Gymshark began its Black Friday sale on Monday and ran it for a week, called Blackout, using an array of different content each day. The Blackout campaign featured models wearing Gymshark's Black Friday exclusive products and even featured user-generated content from its fans who truly brought it to the campaign. In addition, a combination of Instagram ads were used, including stories, carousel, and dynamic ads in the Instagram feed. When used properly, the fear of missing out can bring massive success for a business. Gymshark took advantage of this psychological phenomena by setting the start of the sale on Monday at 3 p.m. and shutting down the site by only showing this countdown timer. The timer and their blackout deals were also hyped on various influencers' social media platforms, which made perfect for word of mouth. As soon as the timer reached 0, customers were able to access the blackout site. Lastly, Gymshark has been successful due to the way it sells its products to its customers. While it is an e-commerce only brand, Gymshark has been clever in creating ways to connect with people physically, and it has achieved this through its Gymshark meetups and expos, events where fans are able to meet their favorite fitness influencers. These events are all documented on social channels, creating further exposure for the brand and raising interest for any future events that Gymshark may hold. With its focused targeting and niche products, Gymshark has managed to disrupt a wider industry made up of established brands such as Nike and Adidas. It has also managed to maintain its cult-like status by refusing to sell through third-party retailers such as ASOS or JD Sports. Gymshark's story is phenomenal. It has leveraged the power of social media and influencer engagement to grow extensively in just 8 years since its launch. And yet, it is still growing by expanding to different areas within the fitness clothing market, such as trainers. It's truly remarkable of how its apparel seemingly materialized out of nowhere on our social media newsfeeds. Not as adverts, but in the posts of people we may know or follow. After all, that's how one builds brand awareness, by closely identifying where your customers will most likely be, and then working towards acquiring those customers in a cost-effective way. But while most of the brand's success is due to its massive social media presence, the actual product itself is affordable, attractive, comfortable, and most importantly, functional. Ultimately, it is a good quality product for prices that gym goers are happy to pay in exchange for the functionality and also, of course, the style. In conclusion, the rapid growth of Gymshark clearly shows the emotional or psychological power that businesses have when they create a unique product and build upon that product with the use of social media.